Oh, while we're listening to that, let's see what's new. Oh, I like this picture. It's like it's different from it's their new chippy sprites. The old one from the poem game, and now the new one. Yeah, I like it. Then this one's new too. Finish the side story. Respect Part 2. Monica. Monica would be best girl if you could date Monica. Unfortunately, you cannot. There's a poem missing here. I wonder if we're gonna get another Sayori poem. I think these are all of Sayori's. Oh, and these are Natsuki's. What do you think would happen if you delete all the games, MP3s, and or OGGs? I don't know that you can. I'm scared to try it. Although at some point, I kind of want to, once we finish up the side stories and get like 100% in the game, I kind of want to just go through and just try a bunch of random weird shit and just see what happens to try to get lore. Anyway, this was the poem I was mentioning from Sayori before, saying that as she plucks the flowers from the field to make people happy, the flowers die. And then by the time she's done, she realizes that the flower field she's standing in is a barren wasteland. And so she has to become the flower and die as well. Really sad. That poem really fucked me up, man. I love this CG though. It's so, the lighting in the CG is so pretty. It's just like, it's so much nicer than like all the other CGs in the game. I don't mind it though, it's really good. And here's a new background. The school's music room, most notably featuring a grand piano. Do all the textures, there's a full screen of these source engine error things. I don't know if you can do that. I'm gonna stop this music real quick. Just ever so slightly too intrusive. Is there anything else new? Is this new? No. I already had that. I already had this too. Love the promo art. Yeah, okay, I think that's all the new stuff. I still love this image, though, of them staying at home for 2020. It's great. Okay. Oh, shit! There's new mail. Alright, time to take the piss. Alright, I will stall until you return. With this email. Oh my god. 12:06 a.m. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. Ha ha ha. It would get 404 in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the contents of the tweets, e.g. not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation? Hold on. Don't open voice mod. Not right now. Who are they following? This must be like an AR. Now we're doing this is slowly turning into an ARG at this point, and holy shit. Hi, Monica, high school Dublin president of the Literature Club, Poetry's Life. Feeling kind of nostalgic today. The shortest days of the year, the longest. I reject my wish to hibernate by sipping coffee and watching the snow. Tired and trapped in the stillness like I'm in a painting, but you remind me that spring will return, so I warm my hands with a cup of coffee. Each letter I write reminds me that time passes, so I wait alone, calm in the stillness to see a warm day with my 3 eyes plus you. I return, unfortunately. We just learned from the game Monica has a Twitter account. And this is probably a code for the internal file. Hang on. Let's look at this real quick. So there's this internal file for anyone who doesn't know. And in the system notes, if you go into the tower keys, they talk about, they give you a clock time, a 3-digit combination that goes somewhere, question mark? Well, if you look at internal, you got these numbers here. And if you do 2, 2, 1, there's project plan. But we can't open it because it's not 240 yet. At 240, you can open this up, and there's a massive lore dump in here. I don't remember all the specifics because I didn't really absorb it, but holy shit. But now I'm wondering 4-0. Okay, we need to solve this. All right, we're taking a break from side stories for a second. I want to try to solve this. I can't help it. It's just the way that I am. So I'm thinking the Twitter account is linked to the files in some way. Let's pull that back up. So gear, boat. This one's gear. This is boat and spaceship. Here's Monica's birthday. And you should hug energy to survive the winter. Damn. I did not enjoy this. Too close to turning into an ARG. I love ARGs, man. I love shit like this. This is my jam. Final results. What is this? Aw, cute. Okay. We need to... Maybe the time is something? Well, I'm trying to find a tweet that relates to either a boat or whatever the other thing was, a spaceship. I'm assuming this is the right Monica account, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have that promo material from earlier. The original game came out so long ago. It's fucking wild. Beautiful F, you dunce. Well, the thing is, I just had a thought. It's also possible because the game only came out last week. Maybe there might be a limit on what's available for now. Because all of these tweets, none of these tweets are older than... all these tweets are a lot older than the game itself. I'm thinking. Let me just try to find gear. Well, duh, setting the arc before it starts. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it started way back here. Today's my favorite day. Also finally got on Twitter. Now to find some real people to follow. Hee. I'm bored. Reminds me of my club members. God, am I seriously gonna go through an entire Twitter? The entire Twitter of a fictional teenager? Technically 18, technically a legal adult, but there's nothing in here about gears. Okay, I'm gonna close this then. Let me look at the email again. Wait. This is the only email that has a time like this. I mean, do I want to change the system clock just to look at it? It's gonna really fuck. It's gonna really fuck the stream. It's gonna be like, you've been streaming for 24 hours. Oh, technically 18 R34 has been awakened. No, it says straight up when you first boot up the game, all characters depicted are 18 or older. They know what the people want. They know what the people want. Okay. I really want to do it. I wish they would just let me change the in-game clock instead of my actual clock. Oh, because I really don't want to fuck with the timer, but yeah, okay, I'll just do it. Hold on. Settings. See, it would be time and language. Right here, right in the middle. Set time automatically. Turn that off. Let me pull up the file first, just so I don't miss it by the seconds ticking through. 4:04. Then I have to set the time to 12:06 a.m. And it might get orange. An unknown error. Ah, really? I'm shocked. Full being off on stream duration, dude. It just looks weird. It just people come in and they're like, "You've been streaming for 24 hours? What the fuck?" Like a subathon or something? Didn't even work. That wasn't the time. So I have to look back at the hint again. Key pair 1 gear. 240, 221. Wait a minute, stream duration is tracked on the host side? Yeah. My buddy John Ball TV found that out by doing exactly what I just did. Anyway, I'm gonna set it back to set time automatically. There we go. Yep, and now over here on my side on OBS, it says I've been live for an hour and a half, but on the on the stream manager side, it's not even counting it anymore. It's so high that it was in the negatives. It just fixed itself. Okay. Remember to try 240 in the file thingy? Why 240? Where did you see 240 at? I'll try it, but nope. You know there's one guy who went through and tried every possible combination. Well, since I already fucked with the clock and it didn't actually, it seems like Twitch fixed itself. Let me pull up settings again. I think it's 240. Here you go. Here's this. This is fucking wild. I mean, you could automate the process. Maybe. High-level overview. Create human-readable version of Fabric benchmark results, suggesting we live in a simulated universe. Emulate Fabric benchmark results in virtualized environment. Build parameters for genetic iterations. This is weird to me because it's genetic. Why would you need to worry about genetics in a virtual program? He's suggesting they live in a simulated universe, which kind of implies that there are real people living in this virtual landscape. It's weird. Build parameters for genetic iterations, custom elevated access levels for one or more entities. So they intentionally gave Monica her elevated powers. Iterate until simulation is stable for target time threshold. This is our small-scale simulated universe. Observe effects of elevated access / knowledge of simulation. Collect / record data. Pitch findings to upper management as a profitable venture. Nope, do not go through Barry. Go straight to upper management. Get promoted, job saved. Possible team members. Ro has most knowledge / access to Commander Quantum Server. Ravi, second to Ro. Lib, fixed naming scheme conflict with lib folder. I've, sure, why not? Others, question mark. VM1, this was the one that has me interested. VM1, current project, small scale simulation, followed by VM2, future project, medium scale simulation. And if VM1 is the current project, is this like... I'm gonna have to decide if what we're playing right now is VM1 or if DDLC was VM1. Because I think DDLC was VM1, this is VM2, and maybe this is the medium scale simulation. VM1 details. VM virtual machine. Yep. Yep. This is a virtual machine that we're playing on right now. Literature equals production of text assets, easy data collection. 4 entities, characters. Small physical space, efficient for server and genetic iterations. Highly elevated access permission creates very stable connection window, quote unquote, for data collection in exchange for less realistic simulated scenarios. So yeah, that's that. I will set my time back and throw off the universe again. Yeah, okay. So yeah, real quick, for anyone, I'm pretty sure I only have you in chat right now, random guy, but for anyone who wants to like work on this in the background and help me solve the mystery, I'll show you guys the email again. I have Laster, OMG, 12:06 a.m. was not the time. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. Ha ha ha. It would get 404'd in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the content of the tweets, example, not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation. Hang on, let me try one more thing. Actually. Because it's interesting that that was the one email where they hid the date. Which I guess implies that it's from today. So at the time, so in the game, like time-wise, today's date would be December 6th, 2019. Wait a sec. Go to Monica's Twitter. I'm going to go to Monica's Twitter again. Let me pull up on the stream for you guys. I'm going to go into Monica's Twitter again. I'm going to go to that date. It's December 6th, 2019. So let's just start at the bottom. February 14th, 2017. These are all 2017. 2018, 2019, July, August, September, October, December 17th. It's not the date. Damn, I thought I had something there. Ah, damn it. I was so right. I need your hug energy to survive the winter. Man, now I'm sad. All right, well... I tried. Okay. So yeah, there's your clues if anyone wants to try to crack that. We have to get back to the side stories. I spent way too much time on that. My goal is to finish these today. We still have 3 more to go. Balance. Begin the side story. Hell yeah. Natsuki! I need water real quick. I should mention, I love ARGs. I'm shit at solving them. While Natsuki's messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What?
Hi.
Hi. The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined, and it's fucking hot in here. I'm gonna go open the door. Ah! I should probably stretch a little bit anyway. Ugh. Okay. Oh boy, my legs are like, just like blood clots. The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Lad, just give me a bag of coffee and it will be solved in a week no matter how complex or simple. Alright, man. See if you can solve this one for me then. The only clues we have right now are boat and spaceship. Whatever that means. And then the first one was gear. That was the clue. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who has multiple year settings, maybe? Oh, you know what? I did have to change... You're right, because I had to change the date in order to access it. So what could boat be? I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna shelve the discussion of this for now. Work on it in the background if you like. When we finish this side story, let's revisit this. Location? Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Because I gotta focus on getting these side stories done. My goal is to finish all these today. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. Haha. And finally, Yuri mentioned to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. Shy girl, that one. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monika decided to give the club members in this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection.
I want to read with you today! Tell me which one I should pick!
Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all of those things!
Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover.
Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes?
Oh, that's a hentai. You wouldn't like that one. Oh my god, it actually was a hentai. Okay, everyone who's ever played this game, myself especially, always makes jokes about Natsuki having a hentai in the closet. But now there's actually, canonically, hentai in her closet. Oh, that's incredible. That is amazing. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Speaking of location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga.
I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's books, at least.
Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them.
Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read.
I didn't say it was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Aw, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute.
No, I called you a donut because you have a fucking hole where your brain should be. Whoa, Natsuki! That was hard! But also a hell of a zinger. Good job! Let me... Hang on, real quick. Let me just mark that for later. No! How did you get to that conclusion? Don't call me that.
A donut?
Cute.
Aw, how come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that.
I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you.
Nah, sorry, it wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles, fucking France's piece of shit. You're like, well, like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you.
I still learned a valuable lesson.
Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start whenever you feel like it.
What's it about?
Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. I don't have love, I don't have luck. I have hatred and misfortune. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, like, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It'd be so funny if I'm right.
Ship? I don't get it.
Ship, you say? 5:04, 12:14 a.m. p.m. You think so? I'll try it. I'll try it in a minute. All right. Yeah, remind me to look at it, because I'll probably forget. Remind me to look at it as soon as this is over, this side story, because I can't save it and quickly come back to this. So we're totally gonna try that as soon as we're done with the side story. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. What did I read? Okay, shipping thing. Yeah. I gotta sneeze. It's not gonna come out. Come on, please, please, please come out. Please come out to play. Nope, it's gonna just make me feel uncomfortable right up there in my nose. Just like, no, you're expecting me, so I'll return later. If I'm expecting a sneeze, it's just like, I wanted to sneak up on you and just come, like, leaves. It's like when someone's trying to scare you, but then you see them and they're just like, aw, and then just leave. They don't try. And it's like, well, at least try. Don't just give up right away. Anyway, just make sure you tell me what you think. My ear is bugging me again.
Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too.
Oh, so we're gonna be talking about Natsuki not wanting to share her poetry. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first?
Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then it won't make you or anything.
No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. And I'm going to blow my nose, because although I did not sneeze, the snot still came. Snot. I need my sinuses to be cleared. I need my sinuses flushed. I think I might have snot on my hand. Gross. Okay. Anyway.
I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you.
We're going back to that. Just because it's funny.
I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her or if I just can't say it at all.
Say what?
Nothing! I'm a woman of respect! But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it!
What's so bad about that?
Nice. He found the buttons.
I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much.
Oh, that's ridiculous. How can you... How can you feel that way?
Natsuki doesn't like me! No! Well, I mean... Just little signs, like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know?
Maybe. My stupid ass just make me worry for no reason. It likes to do that.
It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help.
You're the best.
Siri gives Monica a quick hug. Hug energy.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her.
You got this.
After the next club meeting starts, Siri is the last one in as usual. Always late, never on time. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. I found a Reddit post with secrets. Ah, I see. I was trying to avoid looking it up because I wanted to try to figure it out for myself. Because I always end up looking it up in the end, but then it kind of like spoils the surprise. It's so satisfying to just be like, wait, is it this? And be like, and get it, and you're just like, ah. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Siri pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki.
Hello there.
Hi.
What you reading? Can I read it with you?
Natsuki pulls the book away from Siri. You can't just start in the middle, there are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday?
Sorry, I was just curious.
Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so...
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sit next to you, though?
Sure. Natsuki literally is, like... Is this why Natsuki always seems, like, a little bit blander than the other two girls? I don't know what it says because it's backwards. Oh, how dare. Whoa, red. Oh, like, there's a lot of stuff in this story that mirrors what the girls end up doing to the protagonist. But now that the protagonist is gone, they're just doing it with each other. I love shit like this. The butterfly effect is great. Sure. Siri plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Okay, so... I think it's a neat letter. It is. So just to explain, so now some people don't know. In the second side story, when Yuri and Siri were reading that book together, Yuri taught Sayori that it was because there was so much shit going on in the book, that it's a good idea to take notes on, like, the world and anything that's going on. Here's a neat letter. 3-3, find the imposter. It's this one. Right there. That one. That's the imposter. There you go. There's your imposter. Get outplayed, son! It's Russian Z. Gotcha. The ultimate troll. It's like the next level of the stupid, the stupid, Saw joke that Shane made in a random, in a Do Not Laugh. Why is your Google profile pic a pig? Why not? It's just a fucking pig. I don't know. I just made it a pig. It's like the next step up when Shane made the joke in Do Not Laugh about Saw, where he was like, if you want to survive, you must do exactly as I say. Grab the pawn. But Am I referring to the pan in English or the bread in Spanish? It's like, write a Z, but is it a Z in English or a Z in Russian? So stupid. Okay. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki and pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Yeah, Yuri had Sayori taking notes when she was experiencing her book, and now she's trying to do it the manga. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter. Or maybe Sayori's writing a poem, I don't know. Solution, just write all of them. There you go. Well, I would assume he would... Jigsaw probably just called that cheating and kill you anyway. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noise of her pen meeting the paper can be heard. What was this one called again? I already forgot what this side story was called. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and the margins are lined with stick figures. Ugh, I thought she was writing poetry. She's just drawing. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book.
Did you finish?
No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored?
No, I was writing.
I thought you were drawing. Depending on how long these are, I'm going to be back after dropping a deuce. They're pretty long. They're pretty lengthy. You got some time. The last one was like about 50 minutes, approximately.
No, I was writing.
Oh, I saw the stick figures and I thought you were just bored.
I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him.
What the heck? You're the weirdo.
Want to read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all of your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional.
Is that bad?
Well, no. It was just an observation.
I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings.
Well... Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I'd feel comfortable with sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so...
You write poems?
I imagine them falling over would sound like dropping a open can of beans. Why? For a second there, I thought the route you were going with that was just like, it would sound like them, like a cardboard cutout falling over because they're flat and they're two-dimensional, but I don't know. Well, I mean, random guy is your name, so. Anyway.
You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff.
Yeah, that too, but...
You should... I mean, would you ever want to share?
Like I said, I don't do that.
But...
Can we talk about something else?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it.
Still, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet.
Sure. Aw. She's got that sad glare again. This is interesting. Lemon is permanently stuck in my predictive text. And suggests that maybe you're using it too much. Over the next few days, Ray begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm.
It's Natsuki! Natsuki!
Oh, I love this. This is funny.
Hi, Natsuki!
At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up.
It's cool they've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you.
I spammed it once a month ago for a few minutes. That'll do it. I just have predictive text turned off. Yeah.
I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Hmm?
Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
Oh.
Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more.
It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back.
I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monica shares a bright smile.
You're really considerate.
Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it.
You can trust me.
Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. Why do I relate to all of this? I relate to everything in here. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. My neck pops more than a Geiger counter in Reactor 4. Damn. I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and, like, share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. Okay, everyone, I keep losing my Monica voice.
It's fine. Why would you have?
I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized.
Monica navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible.
Do you want me to talk to her about it?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, I don't know. I could, like, divert her into another club activity for you or something.
No way, that'd be so underhanded and mean.
Sorry, I didn't think that went through.
Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me.
True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to.
It's fine. I wouldn't talk to Siri about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural.
Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Siri really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her.
Maybe. It just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs.
It's the literature club.
Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh.
It's not the cool club.
Hey!
Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason.
God, Monica's just me. She makes stupid jokes all the time and thinks that they're hilarious. Thinks that they're hilarious.
Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do.
Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, like I always do, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thought in a mumble. Ping! It's Pong for the pores. And I'm so glad I could join the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. Alright, that's the end of that one. I feel like that side story was substantially shorter than some of the other ones. Before we try ARG thing, I'm gonna toss this up because, yeah, I'm gonna try that in a second because I have to pee real fast. So I'm gonna go pee and I'll be back in like a minute. Uh-oh, not the music. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Why is that fade so fast? Like, that fade's fine. That doesn't. Does this one have an override or something, maybe? It doesn't fade properly. It's weird. Okay, anyway. Enough music. Apparently there's new music in there. I will never know where it is. All right, let's try this thing. So random guy is telling me to try 5, 0, 4. Well, that was a lot of build up for nothing. What made you think it was a 504? Like a 504 plan, maybe? Hold on. Did you pull it from like the? Did you pull it from the Reddit you mentioned? Because I don't want to just like be handed the answers. I want at least someone to try to like figure it all out, even if it's not me. I'm really curious to know what all of this stuff is. Fix fonts is weird. Fast mem first. I'm not sure what that's about. Disk copy. No fast mem, merge mem. I'll be impressed if literally everything. Set map is different, is weird too. I'll be impressed if literally 501 and dumb. Okay. Now you're good. 501. Shit. Oh my god. I didn't change my system clock. It just so happens to be 2:14 right now. That's incredible. Let's fucking go. That's luck right there. Yeah. I'm gonna clip that. That's great. Hang on. That's crazy. I was just like, oh, I'm surprised it opened. This really need the time thing? Wait. Anyway, this looks weird. Dearest Ive, where are the years going? Doesn't it feel like ever since we graduated, we're just the same doofy college kids, but we're being put into increasingly adult situations? It's hard to believe how much can happen in just 1 year. But all of my memories this year are full of reminders why you've been my very best friend for so long. My gratitude for you is higher reaching than the mountains I'm going to live in after faking my death. Thorek to you actually entertaining that plan after helping me break up with Daphne. To this day, I can never tell how serious or joking you are about things or life in general, but I think I would literally implode if I didn't have you to remind me that things never matter as much as they seem in the moment and that things will always be okay. Imagine if we really do end up working together at Metaverse. That's literally the only way I think I'd be capable of coping with a mundane desk job. So Metaverse is the company. I know you said that your referral of me won't go very far because you're not a senior engineer, but as I'm coming out of my rough patch, it's the future I imagine for myself every day. I'm sorry for always being such a bundle of stress. I always feel like I want to be doing more for you because the amount of you do for me just seems like more than anything I could give back. You inspire me to always improve. I just realized something, but I'll say it in a minute. You inspire me to always improve, and when I don't believe in myself, I stay motivated to become a better person so that I can deliver all of my best qualities to you. I love you, and I always will until we face the end of the world together, wishing for another 14 million years of friendship. With everlasting love, Paula. Is it possible that the people on the projects are somehow this is crazy crackpot theory based on nothing but speculation. Is it possible that the characters in the game are like the people that were on the team? Like they were just like inserted? Because the other thing that we saw implies that you can exist inside the virtual world, like people can actually be put into it. Also, Paula's a lesbian because she's dating Daphne. Holy shit. Well, that's something. Paul did eventually get in though, because and there's a mail that I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula, ha ha ha, I would get 404 in a microsecond. I did not. I really hope you're not just getting these off of Reddit, because that would be disappointing. I want to like see. I want to try to find them myself, because it's like that's the fun of it. It's not. It's not. It's about getting there. It's not the destination. Where did you find 501? Paula sounds a lot like Sayori, so I'm curious to see if maybe the crackpot theory ends up being right. I'll try 344 though. 3, 4, 4. Well, 3, 4, 4, 8, 33. Show your work. How did you find these so quickly? Going to my settings, my citoyens. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Time and language. 833. MES. Infrastructure, software, communication systems. I'm going to change my time real quick. Back. There we go. We understand the modern day challenges of running an enterprise company with efficiency and reliability. That's why you can count on us to get the job done, so you can focus on the business that matters most. With world-class engineers and industry-leading specialists, Metaverse Enterprise Solutions, MES, will always deliver solutions that last. Cost per year analysis shows that the Metaverse solution saves up to 30% in the long run. And our flexible schedule support model ensures that quality can be delivered at the price point that is right for your company size. Your time is valuable. That's why from planning to design to installation, our experts do the work for you. Filling out our simple questionnaire is all it takes for our team to recommend the right plan and provide an affordable quote. Excellence is right around the corner. With solutions you can trust, you can count on, and experts you can trust, this is our promise to you. You're in good company. Infrastructure, software, communication systems. Why would a software company be working with like AI in this way, though? Doesn't it seem kind of weird? Man, this is all getting 3 wacky, 5 me. All right, seriously, though, random. How did you find those? I'm curious. Did you just get those? Did you just get them off Reddit? Or did you actually like solve the puzzle? I would like to know. All the same post? All right. So I didn't want to try to solve it. Or at least see the work. So I want to know how people found that. Because they gave hints. You know? Gear is interesting, though. I suppose if you figure out where gear comes from, then you can solve the rest. Right here, let me see. Tower keys. Tags. A lot of spoilers. Yep, I'm looking at a wiki page right now. Here's a list of all files exclusive to DDLC Plus that can be opened through the in-game interface. Some files require the player system to be in a certain time. The times listed below work in either AM or PM. All right, I'm trying not to read. The content of towerkeys.txt itself is a reference to the game Myst. That's cool. Finding the time to unlock each file is not random. You can find them all throughout the game, including the files themselves. In the boot up screen for the MES system, which appears after starting up DDLC Plus for the second or further time, the strings 833 and 344 can be found. This is the solution for opening the MES text file. In towerkeys.txt, the gear key pair corresponds to the solution for opening projectplan.txt. In poemwords.txt, in line 200, instead of a poem word, there is the key pair needed to unlock meeting notes 2. What, really? Hold up. Oh, the words. See if we can find either boat or spaceship in here. Before anyone asks, by the way, no, I cannot control F. For either boat or spaceship. Wait, right here. 915-130. One, 3, 0. Meaning that's 2.txt. It was 9:15, right? Change. There we go. It took a second, but it opened. Lib, promising work on recording simulation activity into playable scripts. Playable equals observable form, not a game. Stay focused, Ive. So Ive didn't really... I guess Ive was not supposed to make it into like a game, but he did. Pretending to type important things while waiting for everyone to get back on topic. 4:30 still target time. Still target end time. You guys think what I'm thinking? Assigning names to simulated entities for easier reference. A, B, C, D should suffice. 1, 2, 3. Using real names only encourages treating them like pets rather than simulated entities. Everyone is trying to come up with stupid names now. I wonder who's typing this up. Control simulation. Create identical VM without entity A having elevated access permissions. Okay, so this is the meeting after VM1. Create identical VM without entity A having elevated access permissions. Seems unlikely. Nothing has come close so far. Clone VM1. Same elevated access but prevent the entity from discovering it. Seems tricky but plausible. Meeting over time again. JKL SDF, JKL SDF, JKL. They're not very good at making sure they hit all the keys when they're doing this. GGS. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4:30. I'm gonna try it. 1, 2, 3. Track 6 name ideas. There's more. Change. 4:30. Operation, not a game, by Ive Laster. Control simulation, track 6 name ideas. Work together, discussion time, debate time, brainstorm, listen up, teamwork time, let's discuss, teamwork, I'll handle it, leader, take the lead. Text face names for another track. 030. Oh my god, we found the rabbit hole. Hold up. Meeting notes 3. Shit, we need a time for this. Let me go back to this one. Let me, I gotta set the time again. Zero, 3, 0. The question is that 3 in English or a Russian 3, a Russian Z? There's an achievement for listening to the music for 20 minutes. I'll let it sit and play for 20 minutes at some point. We have to figure out though. We need to figure out the time for 030. How it relates. So they included hints for tower keys they had found so far, but I guess there's also more. There's more than just the 4. Like far more. Yeah. By the way, I would not put stock in the creation date. I think that's just when this is just when I reset the virtual machine and just remade these documents again. So I was streaming this late at night. This was the same day I streamed the game for the second time. I already forgot what that other one was. God, you can really just deep dive into this, huh? I mean, Friday, the way they had the date, it's like weird that this is the only one from today. I just find it weird this is the only one that has the time written like this. Actually, this is not, the 6th is not the day's date. It would be the 9th. This is like the furthest along. This was also sent in exactly 1206. Why were all of these sent at exactly 1206? Know the time for 3030? Is it 1206? Because I'm curious. Hang on. Let me get back into it. 158? Where'd you find that? Like I said before, I'd rather not just cheat. I want to like try to find stuff on my own. I did kind of cheat a second ago, but it gave us a rabbit hole to go down, and I'm curious now. Control simulation, progress, idea, snapshot slightly earlier in time. Compare end of control sim to start of VM1. So it is what we're playing through right now. Even the post didn't say anything about it. Small entry of the post. Okay. Even this what we're playing through right now, the side stories, is the prologue to VM1, which is DDLC. Better comparison than both being parallel. Mature control sim versus reference VM1. Easier to detect failures, to hide elevated access permissions. Fifth entity in VM1, not part of original genetic model, not present in data dumps. Very bizarre. Ive is less talkative today, meeting ending on time. 12:55 OMG. 1255 OMG. Would they be crazy enough to hide something in the attributions? It'd be nuts if they did. Do you think this could be the 404? 404. Okay, hold on. Let me change time to 1255. Doki Doki Literature Club. Welcome to the rebellion. We're all working our asses off with our jobs on the line, so we might as well have some fun with it too, right? I totally get why Paula wants to rush into data collection, but my proposal is to shift our efforts a little and build out some new features for making real-time connection to the VM more useful and fun. If we're basically simulating a miniature universe, then it's kind of a waste to not be able to spend some quality time in there, right? But actually, I think wrapping this whole thing in the guise of a video game is a great and hilarious way of covering our tracks. And if we do a good enough job, we might even be able to present it to Paula as a useful endeavor. Key selling points. 5 to 6 hours of misery, dread, and cute girls. Learn through the existential crises of others how to cope with your own simulated universe. Witness the destruction of a universe over and over in video game form. Ha ha ha, this is going to be absolutely amazing. So this is Ive saying this, right? Ive's a psychopath. And no, the irony isn't lost on me. Creating a secret team within a secret team is more meta than I signed up for. And that's saying something considering we literally work for Metaverse Enterprise Solutions. We can come up with a fake game studio name and everything too. Interesting. Obviously, no plans to go public with this, but it would be a good part of the whole disguise. Plus, I want a cool team name that makes us feel like a bunch of heroes for saving the universe. Kidding. But we're at least saving our jobs. Something like Team Salvation. So, VM1, was VM1 still Doki Doki Literature Club? Did they convert VM1 into Doki Doki Literature Club? But VM1 was also supposed to look really different from what it turned out to be. Man, that was a lot to absorb in an instant. I'm gonna have to go back through this VOD after the fact and kind of just like absorb all of that. For right now, though, I think we should just keep going. Hydrate. I could use that right now. Thank you. I'm out of water. Let me get more. Oh, holy shit! Yeah, I actually, when I was making the cut down versions of the side stories, just to upload separately to YouTube, I actually with the second one, I actually cut out the file manipulation I was doing initially. So I wonder if maybe I should, excuse me, I wonder if I should maybe like add that back in. Add that into the start of it. So I think people would like seeing the behind the scenes stuff too. Okay. Or maybe just combine all of the file manips into like a single video. I don't know. I think the idea makes a little more sense. All right. It's time, y'all. for a little reflection. Wait a second. Did I finish Balance Part 2? Did I finish this? I definitely did not. All right, well, we got a preview into Reflection. That's neat. They're so evenly colored. I swear, if you clicked once with a paint bucket, the whole character would be one solid color. Maybe they're uniforms, but... Shit, I'm skipping things. All right, well, I'm going to have to do some fancy editing later to cut that out. All right, it's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl.
Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki!
Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Oh! Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner.
Hey! She definitely saw me.
Again, Natsuki, once again, perfect parallel to the protagonist who didn't want to walk with Sayori in the first part of the game. Butterfly effect, man. The sub icon is a toaster. I didn't even notice that you subbed. Oh, you've been subbed. How did I not see that? I take it you like proto-gens. I just like toast. I just didn't know what else to make it, so I made it the toaster.
Oh.
Goes to the club.
Monica, Natsuki doesn't love me!
Monika's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Yeah, when I was doing the reflection thing, I was like, did we finish? The reason I realized we didn't finish this one was only because, like, wait, I don't think we got a CG. I was like, we didn't get a CG for the last story. That was weird. Like, wait a second. Because we didn't finish it. Monika's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced at the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter.
Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever want to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share a manga. But aside from that, she doesn't like me. I should just go home today.
Sorry, but do you plan on going inside?
No!
Why?
I'm sulking!
At least she's honest. Oh. Yuri. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. Oh my god, Yuri.
No, don't leave me!
Oh, I'll stay here then.
I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me.
Really? Not bad.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a joke. It sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety.
From anxiety?
Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself.
Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. It's so stupid!
And then she just flips a random duster she finds in the hall. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her?
No, she was just walking with her friends.
With her friends? In the middle of walking with her friends? She just flips a student. There's a recurring bit currently that Sayori likes flipping desks anytime she gets excited. But I could totally see her flipping a student. That's the finale, though. She flips Natsuki. Because she's so small and easy to flip. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them.
Of course! I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so...
You hate being alone? Sayori nods. My sister's like that. We're very different people. I cherish my alone time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being threatened with an interruption, then... It just would not make me very happy.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki.
I feel like you're missing the point here, Sayori. When he's friends, I can always just disappoint myself. Skip the middleman. See, that right there is a businessman. That's the fine makings of a businessman.
She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything.
No, I think it's similar. It's, well, we're all friends in the club. But we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than just jump headfirst into a new commitment.
But... that means I was really bothering her? I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her?
I don't know, I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so...
Why was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance.
That, I was just thinking to myself, like, what was the side story here called again? And she's just like, balance, like, right! That was it!
Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How can I let myself do this?
Sayori, I think that... It's kind of cold in here. I have a fan running in here and it's making it kind of cold. Oh yeah, I shut the door. That may be part of it. The one time I want my computer to be making it hot. Well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So, I think if we were to realistically consider the situation, how it would cause someone to feel, the word bounce reminds me of the balance arc of the Adventure Zone. I wouldn't know it. This music is also very loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug.
You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams. Exactly what she wants. It's a D&D podcast.
Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. Makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that.
That's very mature of you, Sayori.
I'm mature.
Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head.
I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today.
Yuri nods in understanding.
You can go in first.
Okay. You're blocking the door.
Oh,
Siri steps aside.
by the way,
Before Yuri enters the club room, Siri interjects. Damn it, so close. Almost escaped.
you said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Siri, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. Don't worry, the final side story is Yuri and Natsuki talking about something, so that one's gonna be good. After a moment, Siri follows. The club room is quiet. When Siri walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Siri smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Siri decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front. Oh, she's gonna read she was gonna write poetry with her. What should bet the design notes were for them? I think it was just the word titties for all of them. Not true. Natsuki is borderline peten. She's rocking those A-cups. And they work for her. There's nothing wrong with being small. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Borderline what now? Petan. It's Japanese. It's a stupid Hall Life reference. It's like if someone is flat-chested, you call them petan. Bettan.
Oh, are we writing today? Ooh, or sorry, she was speaking in quiet voice. Ooh, are we writing today?
Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki yells very loudly, totally willing to disturb the peace of the classroom. Natsuki pulls a sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. I forgot to tie up my sweat shorts. Hold on a moment. Let me just tie those up again. Here we go. Like that. I just call flat people with flat earthers wetry. You see this? This is proof. The earth is flat. Why? I don't know. I just want it to be true. I wish a flat earther would just admit that to my face. Make my day. I would pay them. Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms.
Sorry, I didn't mean to peek.
Whatever.
I just wanted to see how everything was going.
It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me.
How come? I keep losing Monica's voice. Okay, everyone, there it is again. That familiar energy.
I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. Sunderen. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It says to Sayori. Oh. The fact that she made some German anime. Oh. I haven't done that voice in a very long time. My mad scientist voice. It's like, I have mixed the pickles with the relish to take over the world with Frankfurters. Okay, gonna clip that. God damn. It says, to Sayori, aww. Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly,
I'm proud of you.
This is definitely not Monica's voice, but whatever. Okay, everyone, I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Ah, tsundere, tsundere. The mad mustache model world conflict deuce. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. Aw, I love this game. I love this game. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So was Monica, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late, for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it. You're gonna help you with your love life? Not playing this? A belt sander. Okay. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to its proper location.
Sorry. I didn't know where I was supposed to go.
It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. Reconcile, idiots! They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes.
Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow.
Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression. Oh. Cue break. Don't cue break me now. I will cue break after the side story is over. This is the emotional part. Don't ruin the through line. Don't break the momentum. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Natsuki, go after her! Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind.
Natsuki?
Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry again. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say.
Me too. But you go first.
Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. I will break the momentum so hard it makes the atoms go to zero. I will not let you. I can shut down the chat whenever I want, goddammit. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all... She cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to, like feelings and stuff. So... Face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. This better fucking go to the poem screen. Yeah, let's go! How did the lip biting become hot? I just like to bite my lip. It wasn't lip biting, it was just like she was reluctant to speak. That was the only thing. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. I'm gonna cry because I relate to this too much. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world.
It's a poem. But I thought
Well, I sucked it up so they could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please. Siri smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart.
I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And now we probably have different ways we like to make friends.
About, like, the friendship stuff. I mean...
It's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay?
Natsuki nods.
You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and I wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance.
Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced. Like you said. Like the title of the side story. Siri nods.
I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Aww. Well, anyway, now the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be, like, sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but... I actually clicked options, fuck. I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones! So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind.
I like anything you do, Natsuki.
I was just saying...
More importantly, I have to tell you about my new
What? What?
I have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is.
You definitely won't be able to guess.
The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal.
Oh, I wanted you to enjoy it with me. That's so cute.
Wait, what did she say? Oh.
Aw, you wanted to enjoy it with me. That's so cute.
Oh, shush. That's the end. It said there was something new in the side stories, but there was nothing. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was funky. All right. I owe everyone a cube break, so let's do that.